go until the Fox News GOP presidential debate in Ohio. And despite a wide field of qualified contenders, the media is reaching new heights in its apparent obsession with one man in particular. Donald Trump has become a magnet for cameras, including a controversial print report this week. So it's not just cameras. Dredging up allegations of spousal rape from Trump's divorce more than 3 decades ago. CNN today used that to suggest, quote, that the R word is haunting the GOP, not just the Donald. Rolling Stone took things a step further, tying the Trump story to Bill Cosby and suggesting we now, quote, have a chance to talk about what exactly makes men rape. And the attacks did not stop there. Brett Bizzell is here on the media pylon we have been seeing. But first, we have an interesting guest. Harry Hurt is author of Lost Tycoon, The Many Lives of Donald J. Trump. Harry, it is your book, an unauthorized biography, upon which that Daily Beast report that we saw this week is based, in which you obtained the sworn deposition testimony from the divorce, in which Ivana at the time claimed that he had forced himself upon her, although then she softened it before the book went to print. Let me ask you the same question I asked the Daily Beast reporter. You wrote this book, almost 25 plus years ago. Do you think that the allegations made there, which now Ivana has denied, are relevant in this presidential campaign?
Yes, I do, because I think that, she made those allegations in sworn testimony, under oath. Mm-hmm. What she said since, back at the time and recently, is not sworn testimony. She's putting spin on it. And how are they relevant? They're relevant because I think this gentleman has a very unstable personality, and I would not like to have his hands on the nuclear football.
You don't like him. He doesn't like you.
Well, I didn't say I don't dislike him personally, although I wouldn't want, if I had a daughter, I certainly wouldn't want him to marry her. I could put it that way.
Well,
I'd like to play his golf course.
Let me just challenge you on that, because as I said last night on the air, I don't know what happened in their marriage. She's denied it, but I take your point that the initial testimony was under oath, and as a lawyer, that is what you would go with. However, people say really bad things about each other in divorce proceedings, in custody proceedings. It happens all the time.
Absolutely.
That they later live to regret. Maybe they exaggerate so they can get a better settlement. Maybe they want more time with the children than they want the spouse. They say things that are not true, even under oath. So you can't extrapolate that to he's bad with women.
Well, I don't know if you can or not. I can say this, with leaving the R word aside, if you take the context in which that happened, Donald, as we know, is very obsessed with his hair. He was having plastic surgery, or had plastic surgery.
He denies that.
To remove, I know he denies that. They deny everything. Sometimes they deny their Trump. But he had a plastic surgery that was performed by her surgeon. According to the deposition, and again, there's more than just the R word, he came in and started pulling her hair at the corresponding place where he'd had this operation, and then let's not use the R word, had forcible sex, after which she ran out of the room, went into her mother's bedroom, and locked the door behind her.
All right.
The next morning, they got up, and he comes over and goes, "Did it hurt?"
She's
so I don't think. Well,
she's come out and said the story is without merit. She said the story is without merit. And she said she thinks he'd make a great president. On top of that,
so she's saying that I perjured myself under oath. Is that what she's saying?
Well, that remains to be answered.
Well, that's the question that begs that question, doesn't it?
Harry, thank you for being here.